Hey everybody, last week we talked about how many embellishments are too many embellishments. If you missed that, be sure to check the link in the description below. But now I want to talk about adding embellishments with texture. So adding texture to your cards, make it so that people want to touch them and feel them and rub their fingers over them. It's a great way to add even more personality into your cards. Let's get started. For today's design, we're going to use the Link Together stamp set and dies, and I love these dies. I love that there's a mix of some labels, and then we have some flowers, and we're going to use most of them on here except for this one and these guys. So I just have a piece of our petunia pop that I've folded into a card, and I've cut out the trellis. So this is the trellis right here. Sort of think about it, you're gonna have some flowers growing on it, and we are gonna talk about how we can add texture. So this is a great way, and the reason why this is so great is that it's bumpy. So there are lots of places where the paper is gone, so that if anybody's going to rub their hands over it, they can feel the texture. So to adhere this, I just have some double-sided adhesive on here. Have to just find it, and we're just going to pull that off, and we're going to glue that down. And I didn't put it on the entire piece, I just put it on the top and the bottom. So that's going to go off onto the side and be glued down. And then I've cut out some pieces using some of our in-color glimmer paper. So the in-color glimmer paper comes in the petunia pop, all of the in-colors from 24-26. And so I've cut some out of the petunia pop, the peekaboo peach, as well as the pretty in pink. So I've got them here. I just love how they have sparkle, but also when you have glimmer paper, there is a little bit of a roughness. It's not quite as rough as it used to be years ago. It's a little bit more soft, I guess, a little bit less rough, and we are going to attach these just with some liquid glue. So I'm just going to play with some different colors here, and I've cut them all out, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to use. Let's just see here. Maybe we'll put this guy here, and we are going to play with using odd numbers of things. So I could just go for 3 there, but I think I'm actually going to go for 4, and we're going to add one more. So I'm going to glue these down. I'm going to use my dots, and then I'm also going to put a little bit of liquid glue down. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and just pop them on for you. So the reason I have some liquid glue as well as the mini glue dots is that I just want to make sure that it's really going to stay in place. So I'm going to start at the top, I think, and I'm going to put this guy right over top here. And it also will stick in place a little bit better if I have some of that liquid glue on there as well as the mini glue dots. So I'm just pulling them off here, placing them down, and I could have added double-sided to this, but I wanted them to be able to move around a little bit on the petals themselves, if we wanted to. That's another great way that you can add texture. So I've done already stamped the So Happy For You, and I've cut it out with the oval, and I'm just going to attach that as well with some dimensionals. But before I do that, another great way to add some texture is to bring in a little bit of ribbon. This is soft, it doesn't take up a lot of space. I've put it onto a mini glue dot already, and I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to put it off to the left side of my card, and I'm going to adhere it right to the oval. And then I'm just going to place this down here. And I'm going to add one more. I'm going to add one more little flower, and I'm not too sure what color I'm going to go for. If I'm going to go, I don't want to go for pink. I think maybe I might want to go for the peekaboo peach. So I'm going to do the same thing here, put it on with a glue dot. Actually, I think here a glue dot would be fine because there's no bumps on here. It's nice and smooth. Okay, so now we just need to finish it off. And I'm going to do that with some embellishments that we typically always think of, which are gems. So these are the in-color Shimmer Gems. Same thing, I'm going to add a little tiny bit of glue to the middle of my flowers. That's where my gems are going to go. And again, I just want these really to adhere well. So I'm going to pull in my take your pick tool. So there we have our card. We've got all kinds of texture going on. We have our ribbon, we have our glimmer paper, we have some dots, and we have our grid in behind, or our trellis. Let me just show you another version of this. So this one, the only thing that's different is I changed up the colors, and I also use sequins instead of using the glimmer dots. So I hope you like that project. I hope you think a little bit differently about adding texture to all of your cards with some different elements. Think about dies, think about dots, think about ribbon, think about anything that really invites someone in and makes them want to touch it. So remember to check out that video about how many embellishments is too many embellishments. The link is in the description below. Thanks very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this project. Please subscribe if you do. As well, head on over to my site at jo@designwithjo.ca and get yourself signed up for my email. I share lots of tips and tricks every week, and I would love to have you join in. Thanks very much. Have a great paper crafting day.